Furious 7 is, of course, the 7th movie in the Fast and Furious franchise, and, of course, the final film. Hopefully not the very last, but I believe it is, film of Paul Walker, unfortunately. So, the plot of Furious 7 revolves around Owen Shaw's brother, played by Jason Statham, coming to get revenge on Dom and his crew, basically, for what happened in the events of the first movie. All the while, Kurt Russell organizes Dom and his crew for a mission that they have to go on to try and find this other main bad guy, played by Jaimin Hounsou, who actually wants this computer chip for obvious reasons. This movie is over the top. It's fucking sick. It's crazy. It's twisted. But I gotta say, you know what? This is now my second favorite movie of the Fast and Furious franchise. The first was Fast 5. The second was originally the first movie. But now this movie has dethroned the first movie off that list. This was awesome. I had fun with this movie, okay? It knew what it was, it knew what it wanted to be, and it did it. They're no longer street racing crew. No, they're now the Avengers. Yeah, that's right, they're fucking superheroes, okay? They don't get hurt. Well, they do. They limp around. That's about it. That's it. No big spike or puncture wounds. Nothing like that. No, that's too good for the Fast and Furious franchise. You know what I mean? Let's just make them walk around like Bruce Willis and get a good day to die hard. Kind of like that. But you know what? They get away with it. And it's cool. The action scenes are just fucking mind-blowing. Okay? Shit in this movie is awesome. Certain things, of course, you can tell the CGI is kind of wonky in certain things. Other than that, the $250 million is well fucking earned here. Okay? Not to mention, the biggest elephant in the room, Paul Walker. Now, I do believe Paul Walker did shoot a majority of this movie. I think he was like, what, 70% done? So he got a good chunk of this movie done. And, of course, his brothers, I think it's Cody and something else, came in and filled in for him. And, of course, I was looking for it, and I found it a few times where his brothers came in that they didn't use CGI. Especially when he's coming out of the house with the baby in his arms and he's walking through the minivan. You could tell his brother was just right there. You could just, they didn't even bother putting the CGI on his face. You can just see him just like that. And some of the CGI, you can kind of tell his face is CGI, especially in a certain scene, which I won't spoil, but it's kind of in the trailer if you know what I'm talking about, you know. One thing out the other. Yeah, that type of scene. And his face is CGI there. And of course his face is CGI towards the end of the movie. And speaking of which, the ending of this movie is probably the best send-off we could all ever ask for. I mean, god damn, that was awesome. I love this movie not only for making everything work, but giving them a proper send-off. That takes class, that is respect, and Paul Walker deserved it, and he earned that shit. He's been a part of this franchise now 15 years, okay? He's an actor that didn't really want to be actor, so he just stuck with lower end things, you know what I mean? And I respect that. You know that? I respect Universal for that, because that was classy. Very, very classy. All the while, though, Furious 7 is an awesome time. The Rock was kind of underused, but only because I do believe he was filming San Andreas at the same time of filming this movie, so he's not in this movie very often. But I do believe that was the answer of why he wasn't in this movie. So if it was, I'm okay with it, because I'm going to be watching San Andreas as well when that comes out in May. So, yeah, I'm going to give Furious 7 an A+, which is ironically the exact same grade I gave the first movie, but I dethroned the first movie a little bit because this one was a lot more fun, if you will. But the first movie is still my number 3. So, yes, let me know what you guys think about Furious 7 down below. Did you like it? Did you hate it? I'm thinking about doing a top 5 of the franchise. I guess you already know what the first 3 are. So, yeah. Anyways, let me know what you guys think about that. I will see you guys in Batman vs. Robin.